Yo, what's up?
Yo, my wheels keep making noises every time I drive. Can you help me out, boss?
Yeah, I got you.
Come on. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is general shop safety. So this includes things like goggles. I have glasses, and you need to roll back your sleeves so that they don't get caught in the machines. And you also want to tuck in your sweater strings. And you also need closed-toe shoes, which I'm already wearing. And you don't want to wear a white shirt or a light color that can get stained easily. Now we're going to talk about safety tips specific to the wheel balancing machine. So firstly, goggles are a must. Next, when we put the wheel on, we have to make sure that the wheel is fastened properly. And when we spin the wheel, make sure not to stop it with your hands and use the brake. Alright, so the first step is to get our unbalanced wheel and set it on the ground with the caved inside facing up. The next step is to get the cone that fits the hole in the middle. So now as you can see, this piece is too small and it's just going to fall through. Get a bigger cone, you can see that it fits perfectly. We want our cone to fit halfway through so that it doesn't slip off when we put it on the machine. The next step is to put this cone over here, like that. So now we can lift the wheel up onto the machine. Alright, now I'm gonna get my friend Daniel to hold the wheel in place while I secure it. So now, this is the lock nut. We assemble it like this. We put it through the stand. And then we hold the red levers to push it all the way to the wheel. And then for the last couple threads, we just turn it manually. You have to make sure it's secure so that we can spin it properly. Now that the wheel is all secure, we can plug the machine in. The beep tells us that the machine is on. There it is. Now we use this tool to measure the radius of the rim. And then we take the caliper to measure the width of the rim. We hold it right under the outer line here. And then it gives us 6.5. And then we turn this knob to the same number. And then it's going to input this automatically. To make sure it's right, we can turn the wheel to the dimensions. And then the last number here should match. Now we can spin the wheel. And then it's going to brake automatically and then tell us what weights we need to add. Right? So it tells us 1 and 2.25. We have a 1 ounce weight here and it's needed for the left side. So now this light indicates what area of the tire actually needs to be balanced. So now we can turn it until the light flashes green. Right here. And then we can hold the brake to make sure that it doesn't roll around while we're hammering it. And then we go straight above the center of the tire. And then now we take the wheel weight hammer and then we hammer. Next, we have to balance the other side too. Now that we have both our weights hammered, we can spin the wheel once again to make sure that it's completely balanced. Alright, now it says 0 and 0 on both sides. This means that the wheel is completely balanced. Alright, so we know how to put weights on the wheel to make them balance, but what if we need to take them off? So we take our same wheel weight hammer, we get the pointed part, and then we put that in the hole of the weight, and then we just pry it off. Just like that. When you're taking off the wheel, you want to be careful that it doesn't fall back to you, so I'm going to have Daniel hold the wheel in place. And all you do is just press the red levers again, and then pull the lock on. You can take your balanced wheel over to your car.